Hey Angels, what's up? This is Lookin' Bratz, aka Dom, or Dom, aka Lookin' Bratz. I don't know how I usually introduce myself. I've only made 2 other videos like this, and I am so excited today because I was gifted the Bratz x JimmyPaul collaboration, which is for Pride Month, and I'm super excited. This is the first time I've not gotten PR, but an actual PR box, or like technically the second time. So the first time was technically 2015, where a bunch of Bratz fans were given the opportunity to get free dolls, and they also got some stickers and some other goodies like a phone case. And it wasn't exactly a PR box, but it was a PR box, if that makes any sense. But today I actually got a big ol' PR box, and it's super cool. I'm going to cherish it forever and ever, and I'm super excited to be doing this video. And I have my Bratz rainbow gradient logo hoodie that I ordered recently, and I got it off of Amazon, and they do sell a lot of official licensed Bratz merchandise, and it's all like made to order stuff. I don't know why I ordered the hoodie version of this, knowing that we are going to be in the dead of summer soon enough, but I am here in my hoodie. I had to turn off my AC because I didn't want it to be distracting or muffle my voice as I'm talking to you. But I do have my air purifier going. I just recently invested in an air purifier to sort of help with all the dust in my room and to not have to clean all these shelves. And my life has been a little bit hectic over the past month, so, I keep banging my little table here. I have it here just in case I need to put stuff down. I don't know if you can see it, but my life has been a little bit crazy this past month. So I filmed 2 videos, and I just posted the second one today, which is almost a month after the fact from when I filmed it. And I could not get through editing that video. I really wanted to get it up before I went on vacation, middle of last month, or actually it was sort of the end of last month, and I just did not have the chance to. I finished up 2 of my part-time jobs, and then I graduated from grad school, and I now have my master's degree, and I'm now today done with my 3rd part-time job, and I interviewed for a full-time job at the same place on Monday, and I got the offer the next day, which was yesterday, and I accepted today. So now I will have 1 full-time position, and I'm super excited. Like, very major big life changes, but I had graduated, and then I got broken up with, which is a whole other story. And then 2 days after, I went to Disney World, and I went to Florida for a week, and that was planned, but the circumstances, having to go after everything, was super strange. And then I came back, and my room was a disaster because I moved out of my apartment and I moved back into my home, and I just had all of this stuff. And then I wanted to redo my closet, which I talk about a bit in my previous video, and I did not order enough paint, and I had to use this specific paint to really, it's like a cedar closet, so I had to cover up the wood chips with a specific paint without having to do any special steps in the process, so I could just do paint and nothing else like priming or anything. So I ordered 2 cans of this paint, and it ended up really not being enough, so I ordered more cans, and I finally finished it. Then I had to finally move all my clothes back into it and do all this other stuff, and then I cleaned the rest of my room, and I just felt like everything was happening so fast and so much was happening. But I got these dolls last Thursday. Today it is Wednesday, so I haven't even had a chance to really look at them or open them. I've taken a peek. I looked inside the box, and I took some pictures. I took a video, which I posted to all my socials, and today I'm finally going to unbox them, and I'm so excited because I really want to experience these dolls. This collaboration truly feels like very heartfelt, very emotional in a sense. I think What JimmyPaul did with Bratz is truly amazing. The messaging behind what he's doing and the heart that he's putting into it, it's truly admirable, and I love his social media presence. I love what he's been doing, how he's been talking about the collaboration, and I'm super excited to just finally open these dolls. And, you know, as a gay man, and I did recently joke that I was straight on social media, which was completely satire. That was a joke, because I was referencing another influencer who made a video that was unintentionally funny. They received PR from Bratz for this collaboration, and I was like, oh, like, I want to just make fun of that in a good way, because it was funny. Like, no bad feelings or ill will towards that person. I just thought it was really funny. So I made my own version of what they did. And I was like, I'm not gay. And I hope nobody took that literally, because I am very much gay. And I'm super excited to open these dolls. So I'm going to show you the box that it came in, because this box was huge. It's like bigger than a shoebox. This is... can't even get the whole thing in the frame. So the box has this really cute design, and it says Bratz, designed by JimmyPaul, and it has all of these really great floral, like 60s, 70s inspired rainbow flowers, and I love it so much. And the side of it, everything's gonna fall out. It says Love, Pride, and Power, Nevra and Roxy, who are the two characters who have dolls in this collection. And there I am, just slamming things on my table. So when you open the box, it has a really cute, I love this, I just love this box. There is a note inside that says Bratz, designed and illustrated by JimmyPaul, and it has those same little designs. It was printed at Walgreens. And the inside has a message. I don't think you can see that. I think the light is washing it out just a bit. But it says, "Hi there, thank you so much for celebrating Pride with us. We are proud to present this historic first ever fashion doll same-sex couple, Roxy and Nevra. Bratz, in collaboration with JimmyPaul, is proud to stand for and celebrate inclusivity and self-expression. Roxy and Nevra are stepping out and coming out at the Stylesville Pride Rally. These girlfriends with a passion for fashion are fighting for and celebrating love in all forms. We would love to see how you celebrate Pride with Bratz and JimmyPaul. Please tag Bratz and Bratz Pride when posting across all socials. Happy Pride, XOXOXO Gossip. MGA Entertainment, Bratz, and JimmyPaul." So, love this little note. I'm definitely keeping this on display when I put the dolls out on display with my other Bratz that have recently come out. And I have the big old box here. And there's this rainbow tissue paper, and then when you open it, you will unveil the dolls inside. So I'm going to take them out, and there's a cute little handle on it. I love these. Also, just one moment. Even the inside, there's like little details on the inside of the PR box. And you can see like the little flowers. I love it. Definitely cherishing that. Like, I've never really received a PR box like that. I've received, like, you know, free dolls and stuff from Bratz. I also got makeup from Revolution. They did their Bratz launch last year, and also, yeah, both of their Bratz launches last year. But I've never, like, actually received a package with, like, a note, well, aside from 2015, but ever since starting looking Bratz, I've only ever gotten, like, dolls just, like, shipped to me, like, just the dolls. So it's really nice to have, like, an actual box, and I love it so much. But without further ado, we have Nevra and Roxy. If you aren't aware of some Bratztoric, which is Bratz history, Roxy was introduced in 2004 for the first edition of the Twins collection, and Nevra was introduced with the Formal Funk line when she came out with the Disco Runway playset. And that was in, did I say 2003? I don't recall. They came out as a couple on the Bratz social media account for Pride Month in 2020. So that was way back 2 years ago. What a lot of people don't know is that they were supposed to be a couple years in advance prior to coming out on social media. So I believe it was going to be in 2016 or 2017, back when the Bratz had their 2015 reboot. I don't know how much I can really talk about this. I heard from a friend of a friend that what was going to happen was there was going to be a Nevra and Roxy Pride 2-pack, and there was also going to be 2 male characters, which were Eaton and Thad. And they were going to have something similar to this, where it was them at like some sort of pride rally. There was going to be picket signs and stuff about, you know, very clearly being queer, part of the LGBT community, but retailers did not want them because they found them too political because of the picket signs and the very overtly queer themes, I assume. So it never happened, and a lot of people don't know about that, so I'm glad to see them doing that in this capacity. A lot of people did not respond well when they first saw these dolls because they wanted it to be more of a date night type pack between Roxy and Nevra, but I'm glad to see them going down this route because it is very not, I don't want to say political, but it's very in your face. I think it's very much needed just to be very overtly and clearly queer and not just coded in some way. Like, you can easily just put out 2 female or 2 male presenting dolls in a pack and be like, oh, this is a couple, but when you actually put it on the packaging and you make it canon and you actually really put forth this message that these dolls are part of the LGBT community, I think that's a very powerful statement, and I really do admire MGA for being willing to put out a product like this. And granted, this is not something that's going to be in stores as far as I know. These will be an online exclusive, and I believe they're going to be at Walmart, Amazon, Target, those types of places, and they won't be on store shelves, which is a bummer because I do think it would be an even more powerful statement to put these on shelves and to have, you know, kids see themselves be represented, because I know I would have loved this representation as a kid, but unfortunately maybe now just isn't the time. I do want it to be the time, but maybe retailers just aren't biting yet. But hopefully with the release of these, and also with another recent doll that came out from another company, which I won't name at the moment, who put out a trans doll based off a trans person of color, I hope we really get to see more of this representation in children's toys and not just for collectors. But yes, Roxy and Nevra, let me get off my little soapbox about that. And yes, all these little designs, I love it so much. And love Pride and Power, Nevra and Roxy, just like the PR box. So obviously the PR box won't be for sale as far as I know. That is more so for like influencers, people who get stuff gifted to them. But this portion of it will be for sale, and it is currently for sale. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already gotten them. It comes with a handle. The handle also has that really cute design. And what I like about this is that there's a plastic cover just to slip it off. And then you can actually have the dolls like this. But also, when you take the dolls out, you can slip them out. And then you can switch them up. I'm just dropping stuff. So you can essentially reverse the dolls in the packaging. And then there is this display on the back, which we will get into in just a moment. Let me just take this little piece of tape off. And then you open it up, and there's a little rainbow. And you have a little display piece, and I think that is so cute. Very much love this design, and the fact that it really keeps in line with the Bratz brand, because it is a trapezoid shaped packaging, but then it also can transform into this rainbow of flowers and colors, and I love that so much. I am somebody who loves colors. Don't know like what my fascination is. I think it also has to do with my OCD to an extent, where it's like I love collecting things, especially if they come in different colors. But yes, love this packaging. I really wish I had a more stable piece of something to like really show these on. Let me try to put them on my table. But yes, I do love these. These really just like groundbreaking, life-changing, all those good things, and I really am looking forward to like actually opening this and playing with the dolls and displaying them and doing all that stuff. And also I am going to be taking a bunch of pictures, and I will be posting them to lookinbratz.com/blog, where I will do a whole article with more details and showing skin tone comparisons, because I know some people might be curious to see how Nevra and Roxy's skin tones compare to their previous dolls, because this is the first time we are getting a Nevra colored body. Also, Nevra really hasn't made it for any of the reboots. The closest we've gotten to a Nevra toned girl is Ashby in 2010, and there may have been some in 2011, but don't quote me on that. But this is the first time we're getting an articulated body with Nevra's skin tone, the same way we got Felicia's skin tone back in December. So that's really great. I don't know if this is the first time we're getting Roxy's skin tone, to be honest, but anyways. So the back, which can also be the front depending on how you display it, it has all of those cute designs, and then there's also some like colors here. I believe this is the trans flag, so that is super cute, sort of blending in it to the overall rainbow. And we also have black and white and brown and all these lovely, lovely colors that make up the LGBT plus community. And then of course, my favorite part I think are Roxy and Nevra. And this artwork is very clearly very 2003, 2004 inspired. Love JimmyPaul for doing this artwork, and I really wish, and I don't think they come with it, but I wish there was some sort of poster, because this artwork is to die for. And JimmyPaul, if you're watching this and you want to make a poster out of this, or if you want to, like, you know, send something, no, I'm joking. Like, this artwork is so cool. And then we actually, we never get to see this a lot. We never really see Roxy's icon, which is this little devil's tail. So I love that they're incorporating that, and also the queen bee for Nevra, which is her symbol, her icon. So yes, love this artwork. This is stunning. It looks even better in person. Like, I saw it online and I was like, okay, yeah. But now I see it in person and I'm like, ooh, like all these little details, and I'm eating this up right now. I really am. And then also on the other side, it has a little description, which I love little descriptions on boxes, and I think it's been a while since we've gotten this on a Bratz doll. But it says, Roxy and Nevra are stepping out and coming out at the Stylesville Pride Rally. These girlfriends with a passion for fashion are fighting for and celebrating love in all forms. So similar to what it said on the little note card, but it actually says it on the box here, and it refers to them as girlfriends, and I love that. And it also has it in like 7 other languages, so very inclusive there. Yeah, let's actually open this up, because I have been waiting for so long. And what I love about this packaging is it's very easily, yes, it can be a display piece, and the tape will not rip off anything. You don't have to be super careful with it either. Like, you can just rip the tape off. I mean, still be careful, but you know what I mean? Like, you can take it off, and you don't have to worry about the packaging ripping. And I'm not a big fan of tape sometimes on certain packaging. Just, like, I like to take it off as much as I can. But yes, we finally have the dolls out of the box-ish. When I was taking pictures, I had to take them out to, like, show them like this, because the packaging is just super reflective, and I was, you know, I was like, I can't get a good picture of them without taking them out of the packaging. But yes, we have the dolls in the box. We have Roxy holding her sign, and it says, "Where do I even start? Ugh, I can't even think straight." And then we have Nevra saying she is queer and unapologetic. We love to see that. I love that so much. And I do believe, yes, I don't believe. So, oh my god, I'm just getting like the little like details like right here when I put them at this angle. Like, I see in Roxy's hat, and I'll show you a bit closer later, it says Roxy loves Nevra, and I love that. Oh, that is so adorable. But yes, they have a bunch of different flags on pins, which are attached to their clothing, which is really great. And I really have to search up some of these flags because I don't even know some of them, but I do recognize the trans flag is in here. Obviously they are rainbowed out, so that is sort of the broad spectrum, I guess, of being LGBT, but there are a lot of different flags here to represent different identities. And also, Roxy has her lesbian flag socks, which is great. And then I was feeling, so yeah, back to what I was talking about before. I took them out and I felt the jacket and I was like, ooh, like this feels like high quality. So I'm very excited. Like these feel like very quality pieces. So I need to get them out of the box. I have my scissors ready and I'm about to go in. I don't even know where to start. I can't even think straight. Oh. Oh. This is interesting. Oh. You can just take them out like this. I need to get the sign out of her, or maybe I'll just take it out per hand first, and then try to get the sign. I know some people have been having trouble getting the signs out, and like ripping them, because they are glued onto the packaging, which is a little unfortunate. So let me try not to like ruin them completely, because I would like to preserve the signs. Yeah. So there's glue on it. I actually did a decent job at getting this out, so that's nice. This is the I can't even think straight sign. God, I kind of just want to rip her out at this point. I struggle sometimes with opening dolls, especially if I'm trying to like preserve parts of the packaging, because I want to be like super careful, but something fell. Oh, it was Chloe in the Bratz pad. Also, I bought some new furniture and I put my Bratz pad on a rolling table because I really want to, you know, not have this whole thing, like my display behind me, blocked off. Because it can be stressful, especially if I'm trying to like show something or trying to get something for a photo. So I finally have the Bratz pad on a table and I put it on wheels. Oh, I fell asleep. And now I can do things, and also I forgot to mention this, but because I redid parts of my room and I think everything is like really where I want it to be in terms of decor, I think I might do a room tour soon because I know some people really wanted that, and a lot of people like over the years have just asked me for a collection tour, and I was like, maybe one day. And so I think I can do some sort of collection tour by showing off my room, but I also just like really want to show off my room because I think it is like, I really love my room. Oh, and they're holding hands in the box. I love that. But yeah, I really want to show off my room and like my doll displays and all that, because it's not just this display. Like I have dolls in every, the dolls just surround my room. They're in every corner of the room. Wow, I really love this doll. I got Roxy out. Finally. Here she is. Oh, I hope she's not blurry, because I noticed that in my last videos that when I try to put dolls up here, it gets really blurry. But yeah, she's like, I can't even think straight. Okay, yeah, and also, like, some people may not know this, the dolls do have very high quality nylon hair, which I love high quality nylon hair. I mean, not that there's really like a low quality nylon hair. Some people mistake nylon hair for polypropylene hair, but it really isn't. Poly hair is just poly hair, which sometimes gets mislabeled as nylon, but this is like actual like nylon, which is a very premium quality hair. And I know some people really miss saran, but it does seem like nylon may be the new standard for most MGA dolls. But I guess in time we will see how much they use nylon on Bratz releases, because they really just started doing that this past year. Also, I don't know if I sound stuffy or congested. I might, I don't know, or it might just be my normal voice, but I did get sick when I was in Florida. Thankfully, it was like the very last day of the vacation, and I had a really rough time at the airport. So it was just a lot, and then I had to take a connecting flight. I had to go from Florida to Chicago, and then from Chicago to back home here in New Jersey. And it was just a lot, and my ear like got congested on the first flight, Also, my flight did not have to be connecting at first. It was originally just going to be from Florida to Jersey, but then things were getting canceled, and we just had to come up with solutions. It was just not the best. And then my ear it's not congested now, but it still feels a little bit. It took about 2 weeks for it to actually pop, because I kept trying to yawn and do all this crazy stuff to get my ear to finally pop, and it just wasn't budging, and I could barely hear myself speaking. So I'm glad I can hear myself speaking right now, because that was a really stressful 2 weeks. So I just pulled the hat off of her so you can get a full look at her hair. Love this color. I do wish there was some black streaks in her hair. She does have... is this the lesbian flag? I do believe it is, because it matches her socks. But she does have a lesbian flag streaks in the back of her hair. And I would have loved to have seen some black up here, maybe even some micro braids like she has with her twins release. But I will say this is a really nice brown color of hair. But I just wish it was a little different. I'm trying to get all of those things out of her head. Ooh, there we go. I don't know what they're called, but when they put things in the head to hold them in the packaging, I usually try to go in with a nail clipper or some really small scissors and just go snip snip. But yes, here is Roxy. And she has... oh, I never really noticed this before. Okay, let me I'm getting distracted. Which is typical of me. And I also don't want to talk for 2 hours like I did in my last video. And even then, that was cut down. I didn't know I could talk that much, honestly. But yeah, she has these combat boots, and they are pink, and they have glitter on them. And they aren't my favorite. I mean, they're really cute, but they aren't my favorite. And I don't know if it's because the details, the laces aren't painted, or maybe it just could have used some more color. They're not bad boots, but something about them just reminds me of back in 2012, 2013. Some people on Flickr had discovered these shoes. They were kind of like those Barbie boots that sort of open up and you can clasp them onto her feet. And they were like that, but they came in Bratz and Mycene molds, and one specifically was the Bratz Princess shoe mold. I might have that shoe somewhere, I hope I do, because that was kind of funny. And I did buy some. They were just making them in China, and they were in this pink color. And it was just such a strange, random thing, but I was kind of living for it at the time. And that's what these remind me of. If I find pictures of those, I will definitely put them in the corner of this video somewhere, because that was kind of funny. We have her lesbian socks, which are very cute. And Roxy was the one that a lot of people were hating on. They'd say that she'd never wear this. But it's Pride. I mean, come on. What did you want her to wear? Some sort of leather getup? Which, I mean, nothing wrong with that. But, I mean, this is a leather getup. It's pleather. But I just don't know what people were, expecting. I don't know. I think people are really looking to find stuff to dislike dolls sometimes. And it's totally fine to, not like the dolls. But I don't know, what are you expecting after the fact that it's been made? They're not going to go back and redo it. All they can do is make a different one in the future if they decide to. But I do actually find Roxy to be really stunning. A lot of people didn't like her face. And honestly, I do think it's this glitter. She has a lot of glitter on her eyelids, but easily, you can scrape that off. That would be fine. I think I might leave it on. But I've seen a lot of people do some cute things with Roxy recently. And she has this lip print. I love this lip print. I would love this on a hoodie or something. That would be so cute. And then she has the trans flag here with the heart. And she has this Bratz belt, which is similar to the Cult Gaia bracelet, except this one is plastic. Similar also to the GCDS Yasmin belt that she has that says Bratz. I do love this belt, actually. And what I love about this skirt is that there is this little belt buckle here, so she's showing some leg on the side. So it is actually a very cute outfit, and she has Bratz on her back, which I think I had seen it before, but I didn't really notice it till now, or care about it till now. So that is lovely. And then when we open up her yes, she has a JimmyPaul shirt. I love this logo from JimmyPaul. That is so cute. Also, I am going to like wash their hair and fix it up immediately after this because I cannot stand when doll hair is all messy and it has like box hair and it's all dented. So definitely going to fix that up. But she also has the lesbian flag here on the cuffs of her shirt, and it is tied up. This is a really cute shirt, actually. I do wish it was a little bit more low cut, but it's whatever. Like, you can't go back in time. If I could turn back time. We're getting a little too gay in here. She has the 2018 body, which came out in 2018, with the collector line, which is in the back there, which you can see. Yeah, I do love her. And her hat. Let me show you this hat. So she has her little spikes on this. I think that's very lesbian of her. A very accurate representation, maybe. And she also has these pins. And this part's fabric. This part is like a shell. Not a shell, it's a vinyl plastic, but I guess that might be the shell of the hat, or would this part be the shell of the hat? Don't quote me on that. I don't know much about hats. But there is one pin here that says Girl Power, and the other pin, I do believe, is also the lesbian flag. She's very much representing the lesbians. And then this other flag, let me look it up really quick, because I don't want to mess that up. According to the internet, this is the pink triangle. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that has a deep meaning to it, actually. I think I knew about this before, but I didn't really expect to see it on this doll. So you see the pink triangle. So yes, this was initially intended as a badge of shame in Nazi Germany in the 30s and 40s, and it was a way to identify gay men in concentration camps. So that is a very sad meaning behind it, but it was reclaimed in the 70s as a protest against homophobia and has since been adopted by the larger LGBTQ community. That is actually really I wouldn't expect to see that on this doll, but to be fair, the recommended age on this is 14 and up, so that's also a reason why it's probably not in stores, although it could still be in stores. Don't get me wrong, because Target has a whole section dedicated to adult collector toys. And what I mean by adult collector toys is toys that could be for kids but are meant for collectors, not other toys. But anyway, so there's studs on her jacket. I can't get over these little details. I really love that Bratz is doing all of these little details, and they're really bringing themselves up to par with their other brands. Though I do wish we would get more of this in Playline dolls and not just collector dolls, because these do have a hefty price. These are going to be $80 USD, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm feeling the congestion in my ear just a little bit, but I do love her. And this face, I do believe this face is based off of Wildlife Safari Fiona. I don't think it's the exact face up, but I do think it's based off of that, because she's very much giving me Dynamite Chloe vibes, and Dynamite Chloe does have Fiona's face up from Wildlife Safari, so yes. That is the vibe I'm getting from this Roxy. And she also has, on her side of the box, these accessories. So she has a fan, she has a megaphone, and she has a iconic Bratz water bottle. I love the little Bratz water bottles, and they have the logo on them. So I'm glad they brought that back. Some people said these look cheap, but these don't feel cheap. I think it's the coloring. I think the coloring may make it look a little bit knockoffy, but these are actually really well made. This is a rubbery, gummy type, not a hollow plastic like a knockoff would be. And then we have the megaphone, which is actually really cute. I love this pink and purple. Yes. Hello, I'm gay. I can't think straight. And then the little water bottle. We love a Bratz water bottle. And then, her little shawl. So she has her little shawl, and it's obviously based off a JimmyPaul. JimmyPaul, I believe, is very well known for his very lavish, extravagant faux furs, and that's what really makes these looks. and I kind of actually love it on her. I kind of thought it was a bit much at first, but it actually does make the look really just mesh well. And again, like, I think these dolls are meant to be very loud in your face. Like, I am gay, I am queer, I am lesbian, I am bisexual. Roxy is a confirmed lesbian based off of that Pride post that Bratz made back in June of 2020, and Nevra was confirmed to be bisexual. But I'm really excited for Nevra, because I love her face, and I love her outfit. Her outfit is giving me flashback fever Fiona vibes. But her shoes. Let me talk about her shoes in a second, because I do love her shoes, but they remind me of something. I don't want to say it just yet, because I just gotta see them, like, in my hand. Oh, come on, Nevra, just come out. Okay. So after I just fought with Nevra, she won. So yes, Nevra has this sun hat. People were making jokes saying that Nevra looked like a lesbian pimp, and I was like, that is horrible. Don't say that. But it has this rainbow stripe on it, very cute detail. This is a very well made hat, very well constructed. And then she has some pins under her hat. Let me look up the meanings behind some of these. This one, the yellow with the purple circle in it, is the intersex flag. I just need a chart with all the LGBT flags. I feel horrible because I don't know all of them. It's really hard to know a lot of them by heart, to be honest. Okay. This one's nice. This is black, purple, white, and yellow. That is non-binary. And then this last one looks to be gender fluid. So that is really cute. It has a interface. I can't quite put my finger on it. I want to say it gives me like a Treasures Chloe Sasha vibe, because I do think she reminds me quite a bit of Flower Girl's Yasmin, or at least her makeup does. Like, her lipstick is giving me like that Yasmin Sasha Flower Girls vibe. But definitely, like, let me know like what this screening reminds you of, because I cannot quite put my finger on it. But it is a very stunning screening. She's a very stunning doll. And she does have some really cute eyeshadow. Is that... what flag? It's based off a flag for sure. Maybe that is the non... no, maybe that's the gender fluid. No. And then she has these heels. Well, not heels, they're platforms. And they have the rainbow on them. So they do have black and brown for black and brown people in the LGBT community. I honestly don't recognize the flag above it. I think that might be the trans flag. I don't know. Please, somebody correct me. I don't want to sound ignorant. I am learning. But yeah, and it's like in a heart shape, so that is super cute. Actually, now that I see these shoes like in person, they don't remind me of what I was going to say they remind me of, but they do remind me just a little bit of Hello, My Name is Ria's hamburger shoes. Bananas! And I think it's just because hers were like platforms, and they had like this would be like the lettuce and the cheese. I don't know, and this would be like the butt of the burger. But like, don't mind me, that's just me like associating like the look of it with another doll. You can see she has these cute little like pigtails up top here. And ooh, let me cut that little tag off. Yes, and she does come with hair clips, which I'll show in just a moment. She has this really, really cute faux fur jacket, this long coat, and it does have the same construction as the GCDS Sasha. Some people were confused by this, and they thought that it was like low quality, and I don't know why. Like, they just kind of jumped to assuming that it was some sort of tear in the fabric, but this is not. As you can see, there's like a hole here inside the coat. And actually, somebody on Twitter explained it really perfectly, so let me actually pull up their tweet. Oh, this is from Fez, who is at doll_pants on Twitter, and what this person says is they do the coat like that so that it can be flipped the right way out after attaching the lining So in case anybody thought that that was some sort of mistake or error, they did the same thing with GCDS Sasha's coat. It is intentional. This is definitely like the same construction as that coat, and I do love this. Like, this is so pretty. A lot of people just, for some reason, were just hating on it because they just don't, I don't know, have taste. Now, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I love this outfit underneath. I'm holding them by their hair like this. I don't know why. But yes, she has articulated body, and she's really just giving me like 60s, 70s, very like a disco vibe. And this colorful top, it's just, I'm gonna do more pictures obviously so that you can see the full scale of this. But I love this outfit. And then my favorite part is the pants, of course. Oh my god. I didn't notice this before, and I'll show this in a bit. It's on her butt. But they have the Funk and Glow Bratz artwork on the pants, and they're all dressed and decked out in rainbow clothing. And on her butt, which I actually didn't know before, she has some Bratz lips. Yes, you can kiss her bisexual. I love her, and I can't wait to just like fix her up a little bit. Maybe I'll put her hair clips in and give her that moment. But wow, she's very cute. I love her. And like her face, like I do love it a lot. A lot of people, I think, what I think people are not used to with the designer Bratz that have been coming out, like GCDS and with JimmyPaul, is that Bratz aren't supposed to be restricted to one look, and I think a lot of people are very used to this sort of nostalgic Y2K sort of vibe to Bratz, and I don't think that's what they are, because Bratz, back in their heyday, were always evolving, they were always elevating their style, they were always really fashion forecasting, they were predicting trends ahead of time. So that's what I really admire about these dolls, is that they're not afraid to really be out of the box, figuratively and literally, and they're not afraid to really express themselves, like in terms of fashion, in a way that isn't fully conventional. And, you know, they're not just going to dress them up in some fast fashion outfits. They're actually going out of their way to work with designers to bring something new and innovative to the table. I love this. And I am going to do some close-up shots for this video, which you will see maybe as I'm talking, I don't know. And then I love her little disco ball bag. This is very cute. Does it open? Okay, it doesn't open. It reminds me a bit of the disco ball bag that comes with Cosmic Nova from the LOL OMG Winter Disco line from 2 years ago. But it's not it's not the same bag. That bag can open, but it is a bit smaller. This doesn't open, which is like whatever. And then we have her accessories. And she actually has a lot more on her side of the packaging. Obviously, these accessories can be interchanged between dolls. Alright, so we're going to start off with her hair clips. These are very cute. They have hearts on them, and they're in this like purple, pink, blue shade. And she comes with 2 of them, so in the stock picture she has them on her little pigtails. She comes with these bracelets. There is a blue one and a purple one. Ooh. And I just dropped them. I love this. It's a champagne bottle, and it has a rainbow on it, and has the pink heart. So that is really cute. It's up to interpretation. Is it champagne? Is it sparkling cider? Who knows? But I do think the message should be more clear that Bratz is really catering to its adult audience. As much as I don't fully agree that they should be going that route, it is the truth. That is what is happening with the brand. And they also come with little wine glasses or cider glasses. Yes, this is actually a very cute accessory. Really cute. I love this. And that is all in terms of the dolls. Oh, and then, okay, not bad, not bad. Queer and unapologetic, this is never a sign. And then there is a bottom compartment to the packaging, which is going to have the stands in it. So let me unbox that really quick so that we can get a look at that. What I do admire about this packaging, again, is that it is easier than the GCDS packaging, because GCDS packaging is stunning, but I had a headache trying to open those. So we have the stands, and this is This might be the part of the doll that I actually don't like. Where's the... Oh. Oh, this is... Oh, yes, I forgot about this part, the little certificate. So I don't like these stands very much, and these, I believe, started coming out with the dolls in around 2003, 2004 with some of their holiday dolls, like New Year's Celebration. Bratzen? I don't know. I don't like the way that's spelled, actually. With that Yasmin, with Winter Ball Beauty Chloe, and it's... I think the base of the stand is cute. It's a trapezoid. I don't like the stand, like this part itself, because it really is hard to get the dolls to stay on the stand. They have these like little leg clips, which I don't think work very well. And for some people who did get the dolls, the stands looked a little bit warped. So that is also just not a fun experience. And I hate trying to like get the stand to push down in, because it won't. And your doll just might be floating on the stand. So I definitely don't think I'm going to keep them on these stands. I'm going to try to put them on some different stands that I might have around. So I think this is the only like really big drawback from the dolls is the stand, because I think that it's not the best. But who knows, maybe I'll make it work. But at the moment, it's like a no from me in terms of the doll stand itself. But what was in that little compartment, the same as the GCDS dolls, it's the same type of envelope, and I'm sure it's going to be the same type of certificate inside, is there is a certificate of authenticity. So one side says JimmyPaul, the other side says Bratz, and then on the back there is a sticker with the same logos. And then when you open up the little envelope, oh, this is a little bit bigger, I don't recall. Oh, wow, it has it in like every language. But yes, there's a certificate of authenticity. Super cute. I will take pictures of this and share it on the website. But it says certificate of authenticity. These limited edition Bratz dolls have full looks designed by JimmyPaul. This certificate authenticates that your dolls were carefully created and designed through the collaborative efforts of Bratz and JimmyPaul. Esta muñecas Bratz de edición limit. Okay, no, we're not going there. But yeah, very, very cute. Love this. And then it says JimmyPaul and Bratz. I love the little certificates of authenticity. I love the GCDS one, so I'm really happy they did it with this one. And they also included it in a bunch of different languages, so that's also really nice. So definitely holding on to everything within this package. Except now I just have to get all these little plastic bits out. Oh my god, is my camera gonna die? I love these. I am so excited to really like play with them and display them and take pictures of them. So stay tuned for all of that. I'm going to be posting a lot more on my article on my website, lookinbratz.com. It's going to be on the blog section. So make sure to check that out because I will be doing skin tone comparisons. I'll be showing a more in-depth look at the dolls in terms of photographing them because it is a little bit easier that way than doing it over video. But overall, I do think these are gorgeous, stunning dolls, and people can say what they want to say about them, but this is still a revolutionary release, and I think, and I hope that this is really a good sign that we'll see more of this kind of stuff from Bratz. Maybe even in the future we'll get something in terms of boy dolls, or maybe even a doll that is canonically, am I saying that right? Canonically sounds like it could be some sort of Bratz character name. But anyways, I really hope we get to see like a trans or a non-binary or, you know, more different identities from the Bratz brand, because they do have over 150 characters, and out of all of those, we really only have 2 dolls that are confirmed to be part of the LGBT community, which I don't think is realistic. There has to be much more than that. And people can have their ideas in their head about what their dolls are. Obviously, the identities of the dolls are up to the consumer. It's up to you to decide how you see your dolls in terms of what their personality traits are and what their sexual identity is. But when a doll brand can actually come forth and say, this doll is a lesbian, this doll is designed to be bisexual, I think that makes a really powerful statement, because you don't see that happening often. You don't get to see that representation in children's toys. So I really hope they continue on this path, and I hope this opens the door for other brands to consider doing this. Because yes, we have a trans doll from another company, but I'd also like to see it in actual kids play line toys like Rainbow High or OMG or other brands from other companies, where they actually embrace that there are dolls that have these different LGBT identities and that they're just not these like linear being like with Bratz and stuff. It was always about like, ooh, here's the boys and here's the girls, and they're going on secret dates with each other, and a lot of other companies tend to do that as well. And Rainbow High only has a bunch of heterosexual couples, and OMG doesn't really lean on any sexual identities. There is some flirtations between characters in that brand, but nothing ever really set and confirmed. But to actually have a couple in a brand, I think is a very positive and nice representation of LGBT individuals, and I just hope we get to see that coming. So, Bratz, if you hear my plea, MGA, other brands, please do this, because this is really just such a cool set, and I'm so excited and happy to have this, especially growing up LGBT. I think it's amazing to have dolls that really represent who I am, and I mean, I'm not lesbian and I'm not bisexual, but really just, it's such a groundbreaking release to see LGBT representation in any form. So I hope they continue on this path. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to MGA for sending these dolls over. I really love this. Love these. These are just amazing. And I can't wait to see what JimmyPaul does. I believe he is releasing his part of the collection, which is going to be clothing, tomorrow, because today is June 15th, tomorrow will be June 16th, so by the time you see this, it's probably already out, and if you follow Look and Bratz on socials, I will probably be posting about it, but I'm excited to see what he does, and, you know, if you got PR, and you just have something lying around and you want to send it over, I'll take it. No. Again, joking, but I'm really just happy to have received this PR box. This is the second time I've ever really gotten something like this in terms of an actual launch and being part of the launch, so I'm really just grateful for this opportunity, and I hope I get to have more of them in the future. But without further ado, I will sign off, and I think this video is going to be much shorter than my past two videos, which I'm happy for. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Everything is Lookin' Bratz, at Lookin' Bratz. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, press like on this video. I would really appreciate the support. I really want to keep doing these types of videos because it is nice to just sit down and be able to express something to the camera. Express yourself. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely night, day, whatever it is where you are, and have a lovely Pride Month, and yeah, stay styling.